Hey guys, welcome to Master Entrepreneur. My name is SEB MARS. Today we're going to talk about something very special for your company and your brand, which is brand's archetype. So today's subject is why are brand archetypes important and why do you need one? So today I'm going to read a bit through my notes because what I have taken down in notes is very important for you to understand to succeed with your branding and with your endeavor in business. So the 12 classic archetypes, these cover the spectrum from those that convey comfort to others to those that create excitement. Choosing the right archetype for your business is essential, but first review the classic archetypes and understand their role in creating a deep connection with their target market. So this is what brands archetype do. Now we're going to go through each and every one of them, the 12 archetypes. There are 4 groups. There is okay, so let's start. The first group, their desire is to leave a legacy. So the first one is the outlaw. The outlaw's goal is to break the rules and fight authority. His traits of character is rebellious, iconoclastic, while paving the way for change. So the drawback of the outlaw is could take it far and be seen in a negative way. And the marketing niche for the outlaw, agent of change, advocate for the disenfranchised, allow people to vent and break with convention. Example of brands that use the outlaw archetype: Harley Davidson, Virgin Group, and Richard Branson himself. He is an outlaw in the archetypes of branding. The next one is the magician. Remember, the desire for these archetypes is to leave a legacy. So the magician's goal is to make dreams come true, create something special. Their traits, they are visionary, charismatic, imaginative, idealistic, and spiritual. And the drawback of the magician is could take risks that lead to bad outcomes. And their marketing niche is help people inform their world, inspire change, expand consciousness. An example of companies that use the magician archetype are Disney, Wizard of Oz, and Apple. Now let's talk about the next one in the first group, the hero. All right, the goal of the hero is to improve the world. Their traits of character include courageous, bold, honorable, strong, confident, and inspirational. The drawback of being a hero is could be arrogant and aloof. And their marketing niche is make a positive impact on the world, solve major problem, enable, inspire others to do so. Example of companies that use the hero archetype: Nike, BMW, and Duracell. So the next 3 in the group in the all archetypes wheel are their desire is to pursue connection. So make connection with others, and yeah, that's it. The first one is the lover. The goal of the lover is to create intimacy, inspire love. Traits of character of the lover is passionate, sensual, intimate, romantic, warm, committed, idealistic. The drawback of the lover is could be too selfless or not grounded enough. The marketing niche of the lover: help people feel appreciated, belong, connect, enjoy intimacy, build relationships. Example of companies that use the lover archetype are Victoria's Secret, Godiva chocolate, and Marie Claire. The next one in the archetype, in the second group, is the jester. The jester's goal is to bring joy to the world. Their traits of character are fun, sense of humor, light-hearted, mischievous, and irreverent. The drawback of the jester could be seen as frivolous or disrespectful. The marketing niche of the jester: help people have a good time or enjoy what they're doing, allow people to be more impulsive and spontaneous. Example of companies that use the gesture archetype: Motley Fool, Ben & Jerry's, IKEA. So this is the first two groups in the archetype wheel of branded archetypes. And we're going to go to the last one in the second group, the everyman. The goal of the everyman is to belong or connect with others. Traits of character of the everyman is down to earth, supportive, faithful, folksy person next door, connects with others. The drawback of the everyman: could lack a distinctive identity and blend in too much. The marketing niche of the everyman is common touch, solid virtues, gives a sense of belonging. Example of companies that use the everyman are Home Depot and eBay. Now let's go in the third quadrant of the wheel of archetypes for branding. And their desire is to provide structure. And the first one in the third quadrant of the archetype wheel is the caregiver. The goal of the caregiver is to care for others and protect others. Their trait of characters are caring, maternal, nurturing, selfless, generous, and compassionate. The drawback of the caregiver: being taken advantage of, taken for granted, or exploited. The marketing niche of the caregiver: help people care for themselves, serve public through healthcare, education, or aid programs. Example of companies that use the caregiver: Mother Teresa, Campbell Soup, Johnson & Johnson, Heinz. The second archetypes in the third quadrant of the archetype wheel: the ruler. The goal of the ruler is to control, create others from chaos, create order from chaos. The trait of character of the ruler is the leader, responsible, organized, role model, and administrator. The drawback of being a ruler in the archetypes wheel is could lack common connection or be too authoritative or controlling. The marketing niche for the ruler is help people become more, organized, help people get more organized, restore order, or create more stability and security in the chaotic world. Example of companies that use the ruler archetypes are Microsoft, Barclays, and Mercedes-Benz. The third and last archetype in the third quadrant of the archetype wheel is the creator. The goal of the creator is to create something with meaning and enduring value. Their traits of characters are creative, imaginative, artistic, inventive, entrepreneur, nonconformist. The drawback of using or being the creator as a brand or a branding could be perfectionistic, impressional. Their marketing niche: visionary, help customer express or create and foster their imagination. Example of the creator archetype: companies that use this archetype are Lego and Crayola. The last quadrant in the archetype wheel is their desire is to explore spirituality. So the first one in the last quadrant of the archetype wheel is the innocent. The goal of the innocent is to be happy. Their traits of characters are: strives to be good, is pure, young, optimistic, simple, moral, romantic, and loyal. The drawback of using or being the innocent could be naive or boring. The marketing niche of the innocent is companies with strong values, sense of trustworthy, reliable, and honest, associated with morality, good virtues, simplicity, can be nostalgic. Example of companies that use the innocent archetype: Dove soap, Coca-Cola, Cottonelle bathroom tissue. The second in the last quadrant is the sage. So the sage is their goal is to help the world gain wisdom and insight. Their trait of characters are knowledgeable, trust, source of information, wisdom and intelligence, thoughtful, analytical, mentor, guru, advisor. The drawback of using or being the sage could be too overly contemplative or too opinionated. The marketing niche for the sage is help people to better understand the world, provide practical information and analysis. Example of companies that use the sage as their branding archetype: the BBC, PBS, Google, and Philips. Last but not least, in the archetype wheel, in the last quadrant, is the explorer. The goal of the explorer is to find fulfillment through discovery and new experiences. The traits of character of the explorer: restless, adventurous, ambitious, individualistic, independent, pioneering. The drawback of being or using the explorer as a marketing archetypes might not be fit into the mainstream. So that's it for today. Those are the 12 archetypes, and I hope you like the content. You can check. I'll leave a link through a course I took about branding on Udemy. You can check it out. The guy is awesome. He explains marketing very well, and branding especially. And that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Hope you like this one. Sorry if I read a lot, but I had to transfer this information to you. You can check out my website, sebmars.com, and masterentrepreneur.com will be online soon. I'll let you know. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.